Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. This is possibly one of my most requested videos of all time, and I haven't done it in so long. So welcome to a GoPro day in my life, looking after all of the animals, all of the horses on the farm. Basically, my parents have gone away for a week, which means I moved back into their house to look after all of the animals and all of the horses. So usually I have my own house separate to my parents, but we are back for a week. So we are going to start bright and early, 6:30, heading out to let the chickens out and basically see to the farm animals first. So the farm is kind of split between our pet farm animals and the horses. Down this side we have the chickens, the pigs and the pet goats, all of which are simply pets. It's not a functioning farm or anything like that, to be honest. We're more of a small holding really, but we do like to rescue lots of animals, starting with our ex-battery chickens that I'm going to go and let out now. So we have about 20, I think now, ex-battery hens and 2 cockerels that we have rescued. They live in 3 separate coops in this little area that we have for them. It's all fully enclosed just because we do have foxes and things like that, being so rural. So on a night they get locked in their little houses, they put themselves to bed and we just close the door, and then in the morning we come and let them out so that they are nice and secure on an evening when foxes and things are out. So that is the first job of the day, is to let these guys out, and then it is on to feeding the pigs.
It's chilly this morning. Morning, Primmy. Good girl. Morning, Mr. Pickle. Hello, big man. Oh, where have we put our trough today? Over here. Oh boy. God, I'm freezing. I've not been this cold in ages. It definitely feels like an autumn morning today. Yes. Hello, I am coming. Come on then.
So once the pigs have been fed, it is then on to the goats. So we have 3 pet goats, Daisy, Daffodil and Dolly, and this one that I'm hand feeding here is Daffodil. So unfortunately Daffodil is a little bit picked on in the herd. Do you call goats herds? I'm not sure if that's the right term for goats, I'm assuming so. But she's basically the bottom of the pecking order, and the other 2 tend to knock her away from the trough or chase her. So to combat that and to ensure that everyone gets their fair share, we feed this one by hand. And to be fair, she did used to be the most timid of all of our goats, but actually now she's really friendly. And it gives us a chance just to check them all over normally in the morning as well. But yeah, they are pretty much all of the farm animals done for the morning now. And then it is on to the horses. Oh. So round to the stables to feed the horses. Now every single one of my horses gets a hay net 3 times a day, just because our grass is not the best here. We are on clay. So all of the hay nets are already prepared just to save a little bit of time in the morning, and then we just have to mix up their feeds. So again, the feeds are pretty much ready. We just add supplements and water to them first thing. And actually at the moment Snip and Caramel are actually in the stables while the others are living out, and that's just because Snip has recently had her hocks medicated, and because it's a steroid injection she has to stay in for a couple of days afterwards. So she is on box rest in the stable at the moment, so we'll go and feed her first because she's rather grumpy when she's on box rest. She is good for it, but you do have to come around early and feed her. So So she's having her breakfast, which mainly consists of Denji Meadowlight chaff.
There you go,
We are cutting her feed down because she isn't going to be in very much work at the moment, just due to the fact that her hocks are playing up a little bit. So she is on less feed. Her hay is still staying the same at the minute. We're just going to keep an eye on that weight. So there she goes, and to be honest, she is very much a very good horse for being on box rest. Like, you don't really know you've got her in the stable. She tends to be quite quiet and well behaved, which, as you know, anyone who's watched my videos, Snip has two personalities. There's the spicy Snip, and then there's the sort of angelic Snip, and at the moment we've got the angelic Snip, so that's nice. And her babysitter at the moment, as we call her, is little Miss Caramel. Bless her, she is our little 11-hand Welsh A, and she comes in so handy for things like this. Like, anytime we have a horse on box rest or someone who just needs a bit of company, we do tend to drag Caramel in, and I think she secretly loves it. We are swapping her and Percy around in the stables wherever possible so that Caramel's not in 24/7.
Good morning to Lulies.
Anyway, then it is on to feed Tallulah while we are in here. So while I'm staying at the farm, so is my bunny. This is Tallulah for anyone who remembers her from my videos. She's a little bit of a fat bunny at the moment. I have cut her feed down, but my mum has been looking after her while I was on holiday, hence why she is the shape of a marshmallow. So yeah, Tallulah is a rabbit I rescued during my first ever job, actually, many moons ago, when I used to work at Pets at Home. And she's staying in a stable at the minute because while I'm at the farm, she needs to be at the farm, and that was the only space we had available. So that's everything done in the stables, and now it's time to take all the feeds down the field to feed the rest of the horses.
To say he had colic and we weren't sure if he was going to pull through not long ago. Seem to be feeling much better, Daniel. Right, there you go. Oh, sorry, I dropped a bit. Morning, Goose. Good morning. Oh, thanks. Good girl. Hello, beautiful. Oh, you need a bath. There you go, Mr. Fluffy. You're gonna do your swizzers. There we go. Just a little one today. Oops. And here's my old man. Hello, Tiff Toff. Right, have some manners and wait for me to empty it. You've been very bolshy recently. In your old age. Pull the rugs forward. Just make sure that they're nice and comfortable. Good morning. Good lad. Stand up.
So once all the horses have been given their breakfast, whether that be a hay net or a hay net and a feed, I then go back down the line, and the ones that have just been given a feed also get a hay net, and everyone gets their hoos picked out. We do this twice a day. Really important if your horses are living out that you pick their feet out as regularly as possible. We, touch wood, never have to deal with abscesses or anything like that, and I really do think it's because we really do keep on top of picking the horses' feet out, even on days like today where it's quite difficult to get everything out, but I literally go down the line and do every single one.
It is such a beautiful autumn morning. So as you can see, Danny chucks all of his feed out everywhere, but he gets 3 big feeds a day like this to keep the weight on him because he is an older boy. I haven't pulled your rug forward, have I? Aren't you? You're an older man who struggles with his teeth now, and he does get this little hay net, but more because he just likes having hay than the fact he can actually eat it. So this also, as I said, emptied out. If I can, I mean, there's bigger holes in the hay net than the actual hay net opening. What's going on? And then last but certainly not least, Lulu's got her hay and had her feet picked out. Good morning, Goose.
So that's everything done down in the field. Time to head back up to the stables because I do need to muck out Snip, and I'm taking all of the hay nets that we've emptied and buckets up, etc., and I'll deal with those.
So Snip has got one more day of box rest now that she's had her hocks and her SI medicated. So I need to muck out her stable so she can come and stand outside for a little bit, if she lets me. I'll take your hay net with you. Yep, it's coming. You've got to go that way so I can bring it out. You also need your feet picking out. Quickly get her mucked out. Appears to have just pooed everywhere.
So for anyone wondering what bedding this is, by the way, that we're on, this is a new bedding that we have recently moved to. It's green marl bedding and it's a shredded cardboard. I honestly didn't think I would like cardboard as a bedding, but it's possibly one of the easiest beddings I've ever had down for mucking out because it just separates really easily and it's actually really quick to muck out. So would very much recommend. It's also super absorbent, and when you've got a very wet mare like Snip, especially on box rest, well, you'll see how much wet comes out. Not a lot, because it's so absorbent. So yeah, really enjoying this. This is what we're going to put all of the horses on this winter. I know the word winter is scaring me. We will soon be completely mucking out all of the stables every single day. I don't think I'm mentally prepared for 6 months of mud and mucking out, but that's all part of being an equestrian, I'm afraid. So I've popped another bale of shavings in just because I want Snip to have a nice big comfortable bed. Obviously super important when your horse is on box rest for any reason that you give them a nice big bed so that they are comfortable enough to lay down. So that is what I've done, got it nice and neat for her. I am not the best at making beds at the minute. I think I'm just out of practice given summer. And luckily I only have to actually muck out Snip today because Jade, who works for us, is coming in soon and she will do caramel. So she does the lunchtime feeds for us just to free up time in the middle of the day, and she also does different jobs. So she will turn Caramel out, muck out the stable, and then bring Percy in for me later. So he will magically appear at some point in the stable. But for now, it's time for me to pop Snip back in hers.
I know, back in. Not for long. You only got another day. Can I take your head collar off? Thank you. You're gonna have a wee because I've cleaned your bed. Yes, of course she is. So I haven't mucked out Caramel yet because Jade is going to do her when she gets in, who works for us, and I've got to go pick the horse box up.
So Betsy the box has been in for a service and some work on her, so I've not actually had my horse box for a couple of weeks, and I'm not going to lie, it's kind of killed me. I normally am someone who goes out in the box constantly, so yeah, it's been weird, and we are going to be making the most of it because later on today I am going to be taking Percy out hacking, and to go out hack, because we don't have hacking at home, I have to use Betsy, so she's straight back home and straight back to work. So, been to pick the horse box up, got my nails done, and now it is time to ride. So, as I said, today for riding we are taking Percy out hacking, and we are going out with a friend. So we're going to head to her yard soon. First off, I need to put everything on the box that I need, which is basically just Percy's tack, my riding stuff, and Percy himself.
Bridle breastplate. Move the ears. I don't think we'll have his ears on today. Right. Hat. Crop. Spurs. High vis. Boots. And cooler. Oh, right. Time to get Percy. Time to get Percy, and I need to leave in approximately 10 minutes, so let's go. Oh boy. Oh, there you go. Come on then. I just will never be one of these YouTubers whose horses are always immaculate. Like, it's just impossible, and I genuinely don't know how they do it. Because I'm running around late, as always, trying to make the most of a rather muddy grey. Now, we're only going a short distance, and I think sometimes travel boots just heat their legs up more than doing anything, so I just tend to pop Percy's boots on that he's going to be wearing today, and it's one less thing for me to have to do when we get there. Plus it provides some protection to him in the box. Although if you stand with your legs so close together, I can't even get the boots on. These aren't actually the boots I normally ride him in, the Equestrians. I normally ride him in the Woofwear ones, but I'm not sure where I've put those, so. And I think we'll have a rug on today, Pig, because it is not warm. That one or that one? Which one's? This one's not quite as thick. Good boy.
Over. Pig, over. Go in. Get in. Good boy. Let's get you tacked up, mister. Oh, you're nice and warm, Purse. I'm freezing. That's it. Over. Good boy. Good lad. Oh, you're so nice and warm. Oh. Oh, I'm dropping your ears. Such a weirdo, Purse. Every time he travels, he's
starts eating the second you put his saddle on. Aren't you? Oh boy. Can't be breastplate on. Oh, I need a bigger box purse. Thank you. Ears. Come on. Come see your friend. No! It's Mr. Blue!
Blue, why have you grown about 6 pounds?
I was gonna say.
Be nice.
So today we are going out hacking with Chelsea and Blue, Percy's friend. We're going to go for a really nice long hike today, just round some of the roads and going to do some woodland. So it'd be really good for Percy because we need to get him back doing a bit. He's had a little bit of a holiday and I want him to do a lot more hacking this winter and then a little bit of BD. So that is the plan for us. So let's jump on board and get going.
Boy. What is going on? I'm so confused.
So we had a lovely hack and then as we were coming through the village we heard this beeping weird noise, so we pulled into the car park and it turned out there was actually a tractor rally right behind us. Would you believe our luck getting stuck in a tractor rally on 2 horses? But to be fair, they were very well behaved and both of them are pretty good with tractors anyway.
So confused. I'm so glad I decided to come in. any of them break down?
We hope no one wants to come in the pub.
Just turn it. No, not today. I think we possibly, I don't know. Does that sound like a tractor? Yep. Still going.
I bet this car driving really.
I'm so confused. Like, now is my opportunity. Lou! You dirty son. Okay.
Need like a sign of when the last
Please tell me. Oh. Oh, thanks, yeah. Oh, here we go. I'm so confused. Oh, that one, we didn't like that one. Another one. What is going on?
all the time in the world.
You didn't want to go around Epworth anyway.
To be fair, when I went at the 70, I'm not as arsed.
Yeah.
So eventually the tractors did stop and we could make our way back to the yard. What a random thing to get caught in the middle of. Thank goodness both the horses are so good with tractors. Apparently walking across the road, not as much, but yeah, tractors, not a problem.
So guys, it is time to do the horses, but first I'm going to change my coat because honestly it is absolutely freezing today and my little jacket just isn't quite cutting it. Big coat it is. You staying there, mister? I'll go do the horses.
So we are much later on today, so it's been a little bit of a jump. When I came back from bringing Percy from hacking, I sat, did some work, had some lunch, and basically just did everything that needed doing around the house. But now on to the evening feeds, so it is time to feed the horses and give them all their hay nets and their tea. So the horses' evening routine is basically the same as the morning. They get a feed and a hay net, but on an evening every single horse gets their feed, and we empty all the hay nets out because we never really leave our horses with a hay net just in case they kick at it and get a leg stuck or anything like that. And then yeah, just check their rugs. Sometimes we have to change them, but it's not going to drop too much tonight, so the rugs can stay the same.
Oh, there you go. Hello, gorgeous girl. There's yours. I'll do that for you in a minute. Hello, handsome. Piglet. I'm coming, old man. Hello. Right, manners. What do you do to this
So there we go, that is pretty much my daily routine done. I hope you have enjoyed this. Please let me know in the comments whether you prefer the GoPro version or sort of like it being filmed normally for a day in my life. but I do know that this has been very requested. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next week for another video. Bye guys!